So yeah, let's give this a whirl here. Let's go over all my mods. I did a lot of work on this motorcycle from inception. I got the official Kawasaki fog lights. They're awesome. Absolutely love them. When you get them installed, they come with a little button here that you press to turn them on. I changed out my mirrors, but these are actually even bigger. They're cheap. I got them for like 20 bucks. It took a while to come, but I like the height. They're a lot taller than the stock mirrors, and I get a lot of range. The glass is definitely bigger, so you have a lot of visibility. I also added this awesome Denali horn. This thing is fire. The installation of this is a bit tricky, but it's worth the effort because it comes with this wiring, a set of wiring that I actually had a mechanic do it because I didn't want to deal with it. But it's not too difficult to do yourself, but it comes with two sets of wiring that you have to somehow run under the gas tank below and right onto the battery. I'm not sure if it came with a relay, but it's a very powerful, affordable horn. It was like 70 bucks, I think. I actually changed my caps. I have the helmet lock. The helmet lock really helps. I'm not a big fan of the position of it. I would have rather it to be maybe perhaps higher up on the back. I also have the aftermarket Viking bags. They're actually very good. I forget what size they are. I think they're the biggest size you can get. I actually love it. They're very roomy. The installation isn't too hard. You have to drill holes in it. You can get somebody to do it for you, but I did it myself. You should be careful to line it up well. If you get the Viking bags, I strongly recommend you change the bolts because I've had bolts crack on me before. The bolts that came with it, a lot of the reviews will complain that they were cracking on them, and they claim to have improved the quality of them, but I personally wouldn't even take the risk, so I went out and got the strongest bolts that money can buy. I actually paid $10 per bolt, but it's worth it so that you don't wind up turning around and finding all your belongings gone, sitting somewhere on the highway. So I also have, you notice I have the rear seat with the rear seat backrest. It's one thing I don't particularly like is that it's a quick release. There's a little lever down here. I don't know if you could see it. This little lever here, and so I can literally come over to this motorcycle, squeeze those quick release, and take this whole rear seat off. I also have the Delkovich exhaust pipe. I love the way this pipe sounds. I'm going to start it up for you at some point, and I'll even do an exhaust video. And these are the spools. I don't know if you can see them under there. I've got a couple spools for the rear. They're dirty, so they are actually red. And those are good because then there's a bracket you can put on the back. It's a bracket that goes around to the spools, and you just push down on and pop the bike up. I wasn't a big fan of it, to be honest, so I actually went out and invested a little more money, and I got this here. There you can see it. I got the center kickstand. You basically pop this joker down, push the bike back, and then it stands up on itself. I actually changed out my clutch and brake levers. I really like the clutch brake levers I put on here. I changed my cap to my brake fluid. I have an LED headlight, which I'll turn on for you later. That was definitely worth it. It looks so much nicer with the LED headlight. And this little guy, small investment, but worth every dollar, is the Airhawk seat cushion. This thing really made a tremendous difference at making the ride more comfortable. Interestingly enough, as they say, the idea is to put the least amount of air in there as possible. You don't need a lot of air in it, and it still does the job. And I have the RAM mount cell phone. This one is great. It's really strong. Your cell phone's safe. Obviously, you see I have the windshield. This windshield is great. Only issue is that with this windshield, it makes it a little more difficult to get a cell phone attacher on there. I didn't want to put it out here so that where the wind would get to it and be hitting my phone constantly, so I tucked it in here. Put the RNG crash bar on here along with the RNG pegs. It was a great addition to the motorcycle. It really helped me a lot. It really helps with comfort. When I'm sitting on the bike, I like to put my legs up I actually changed out my pegs, you can see, and I changed my clutch lever. These spools here, they're supposed to help protect the forks in the event of a crash, but I didn't really get them for that. I got them because I just thought they looked cool. I actually like the look of them. And I had to get them custom cut because they didn't actually fit. You can't put them on the back because the back nut has like a special lock nut on there. I mean, you could remove the lock nut, but I didn't want to take that chance. I changed my cover here. I put a Punisher cover on there. I changed out my fairings. I don't know if you noticed, but the original version of this motorcycle has red ones, and I changed them out for black. I blacked them out. My shock was always black. So I changed out my brake lever, and this is my other peg, and my other fender. That is, I also have this. This is the Saddlemen. This is a great bag. This bag lasted me a long time. It did fade over time. It attaches. I have the bars under here. You can see it, but I have the bar under here, and it has straps so that it attaches underneath. It's a little loose, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's not the most attractive thing, but you don't necessarily have to keep it on there all the time. You can always just take it off when you don't need it. But one thing I will say though, over time, is it's going to fade, but I keep a can of matte black spray paint, and I spray paint it every once in a while, so you don't really see it as much. I'm due now, that's why it might look a little faded. And I have, of course, the rear pegs for my passengers. Hey guys, I did say I'd sample the horn for you, so let's hear it. Ready? Headlight as well. I have the LED headlight as well. I also did an LED headlight to match my fog lights. I had that changed out as well. Do the horn one more time. And it was only 75 bucks roughly. The installation's a little tricky. You have to take your time with it, but it's worth the effort. If you can see, the sound quality is amazing. As I mentioned earlier, this is my Delkovic exhaust pipe. This pipe has a really nice quality sound to it. One thing I would say is if you do get this pipe, you have the option of keeping what they call the baffle in. The baffle is like this little long piece of metal that goes inside the center of the muffler. If you take the baffle out, your pipe will be a lot louder. I had told them to leave the baffle in, but they took it out, and I'm grateful that they did. It roars like a lion, this thing. The other bit of advice I give you, if you do get the pipe, do it right, because you can damage your engine, according to reviews I've heard, because you have to tune the engine, like the way when you pull the throttle and you give it gas, there's this little computer, little box that comes with it that goes under the seat, and they have to tune it so that it revs differently. And I'm going to let you know how this puppy sounds. She sounds amazing. In order to take it off, you just have to get on the motorcycle and press forward, and the springs do all the work for you. And you're back on the road. I wish it were that easy to put it up, but it's not. So, let's see how well the mic picks up the exhaust pipe. I hope you enjoyed my mod video. I really wanted to give back because when I first got my Vulcan, that's the first thing I did. I went online and there weren't that many mod videos out there, but over time there's a ton of them now. And it really helped me get ideas how to put my motorcycle together. If you got some good ideas from me, please post in the comments, let me know. Post in the comments if you've done any upgrades or mods to your bike. Please send me links so that I can check out your motorcycle if you have a Vulcan or whatever motorcycle you might have. So perhaps I'll get some more ideas to do some new things. Thank you guys for watching. Remember that Jesus is Lord and He came to give us life and life more abundantly. Love you guys. Stay blessed. God bless you and have a great day.